Alright folks, we are back playing Criminal Case Save the World. We're going to be going on to Chapter 3 to see who killed Daria Charanova. Guys, remember how I mentioned that I hacked into the MGB servers earlier? Well, they kind of noticed. You've got to be kidding me, Elliot. The MGB knows you hacked into their servers? Yeah, and they're, not too happy about it. I managed to hold off their attempts to hack into the Bureau servers and realization so far. But you need to wrap up this investigation before the MGB can jeopardize her entire network. Oh, great. I'm sure that will be a real help in figure out whether our victim was Cosmore's mole and killed her. Don't you, Jacob? Well, we know the victim went to Gorky Park every day. We know she might have leaked information, so perhaps she went there to meet a contact. Quick, let's go. I'm gonna say this now, not a really big fan of the Chapter 3 thumbnail. I think Chapter 2's was by far one of the best. Just a spy. That's obviously gonna be something. Handbag. That's not a handbag? That's a handbag. Oh my god, I got so confused. Tank. Guess I got a little cocky right there. Come on, Jacob, tell me you grabbed some clues. We're running out of time. The MGB could shut down our servers any minute now. We picked up a bag with the name D. Charanova and boarded on it. That's our victim. We better get through it. This phone must fall into Daria's back. Look, it has a picture of Daria and Oleg in the background. There's her victim's picture in that notebook. We need to recover the missing info. This could blow the case wide open. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, what is that? Broken pieces. Found some torn pieces in the victim's handbag, Jacob. Let's piece them back together then. You're right. If you hear background noises, that's my brother. He's trying to study for Algebra 2, so yeah. This may be a hot take, but I kind of like school. Oh wait, that's not it. Okay. Whoa, that's quite a set of abs in the photo of the victim's phone, Jacob. Though obviously they're not as good as mine. Hey, you're right, we know this guy. That's Liam, our victim's friend. What was Daria doing with a picture of Liam like that on her phone? I don't know about you, Jacob. I don't usually have sexy selfies with my friends on my phone. Check out this message. It reads 200,000 rubies and I'm yours. 200,000 rubies. This must be something like $3,000. I agree. We need to ask Liam about this straight away. Okay, for a second there, I thought that tie was kind of like a broken bottle of glass. Great, you recovered the text written next to our victim's picture in that notebook you found. And it's all written in Russian, of course. What do we do now? Oh, good thing, Jacob. Marina will be able to tell us what this says. Let's send the notebook to her quick. Hot and dangerous. 9 hours, okay. Not too shabby. Ooh. Check this out, Jacob. The check you found in the victim's handbag was from Cosmore. It's addressed to Nikolai, that scientist we met earlier. Daria crossed out his name and added her own instead. Does this mean the victim was embezzling Cosmore's money? You're right, we obviously can't ask Daria about this, but we can talk to Nikolai. He could have an important role in later cases, but I'm not sure. So, Liam, you forgot to mention the victim was paying you to be her friend. 200,000 rubies, eh? So you're hardly selling yourself cheap. Well, I could offer you a discount if you like. And discount, don't try to change the subject, it won't work. Did Daria refuse to pay you for your service and you killed her? Is that it? Of course not. Daria was very happy with my performance, and she paid well. No, to be honest, I didn't think our relationship would end this way. But as Tolosy says, everything ends in death. Everything. Well, if Corporal Jacob discovers you had a hand in Daria's murder, everything will end in prison for you. Okay, Nikolai, what do you got in store for us? Nikolai, Corporal Jacob found a check addressed to you, but the victim was clearly intending to cash in. I knew it! She was stealing my funding money. Wait, you knew the victim was stealing money from Cosmores and you didn't think to tell us? Well, I didn't know exactly, but I always suspected it. Daria was corrupt as they come. I don't know how she ever got a government job. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised, though. Crooks like Daria always come off best. Perhaps Tolosy was right when he said, one must be cunning and wicked in this world. Well, let's hope you didn't kill her based on your suspicions, else Fundy will be the least of your worries. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in 9 hours. This is Galaxy Nail 2026. Over and out. Alright folks, we are back. Let's go and get the results. Have you found out what my mother is up to yet, Jacob? Oh, come on, Marina. There's no reason to be jealous of your mother. Now, what can you tell us about the message in the notebook? It simply reads, "This woman will ruin me," written over and over again. The reputation suggests an observation with the target, who is obviously your victim. While speaking between the letters, it implies the person who wrote it was a woman. Furthermore, the rigidity with the letters per pen demonstrates the writer's pathological need for order, despite the obvious frustration in the message. Trust me, this shows all the hallmarks of an MGB agent. A female MGB agent. Seems like Anya didn't tell us the whole truth about when we questioned her about following the victim. Jacob, we need to talk to her about this notebook. You're right. I would be surprised if it was her. Although You need to explain this notebook, Anya. Writing, "This woman will ruin me," over and over again. Seems you were pretty fixated on our victim. How embarrassing. I thought I'd dispose of that. Did you find out that Daria had been offering money to leak classified information from Cosmores? A breach like that wouldn't have you look good for them in MGB? So that's what it was. I knew she was hiding something. I just couldn't figure out what. You wouldn't believe how many nights I sat at home, eating beef stangoff and drinking vodka, trying to figure out what she was doing. Vodka and beef stangoff, eh? Funny you should mention those, since her killer likes both. So do a lot of people, Sergeant Jacob. Forged organizations like the Bureau have been brought like a professional failure for me. The MGB provides itself on efficiency. I guess I didn't try hard enough. Like Tolosy said, a battle is won by him who's firmly resolved to win it. Well, if Sergeant Jacob finds out you were behind Daria's murder, the only thing you'll be winning is a lengthy prison sentence. Oh, well, the investigation has taken an unexpected turn, Jacob. We originally thought that Daria was just a paper pusher, but she seems to have been devious in all of aspects of her life. Not only did she steal Nikolai's funding and possibly sell confidential information, she was also paying Liam for favors. That's just wrong, Jacob. Jacob, office hours are almost over, which means that local workers are starting to gather at the Christmas market on your crime scene. Oh man, between that and the MGB bags, we need to get back there before any last clues are lost in the crowds. Thanks for the reminder, Ingrid. We need to get this done and quick. Back where it all started. I just leveled up recently to a sergeant. Okay, bottle handle, that's obviously going to be a clue because of the blood and stuff. Pancakes. I did not even notice a snowman was going to be part of a clue. Candy cane. Accordion. Where is it? Where? Oh, there it is. Not the lemon. I thought I actually thought the lemon was somewhere else, but I actually clicked it. Alrighty. Whoa, Jacob, I know we don't always get along, but please don't hit me with that broken bottle. Alright, Angela did say the victim had been stabbed with a broken vodka bottle. You just found her murder weapon, Jacob. Good thing we should take a sample of that dried blood on the bottle. If we're lucky, it might not just be the victim. So, why are you interested in that snowman? The snowman wasn't there the first time we were investigating the crime scene. So what? Oh right, the kids who made this might have accidentally scooped up some evidence with the snow. We're gonna get a looking through the snowman then. So we have our murder weapon. Alright, let's go. The make or break moment. Ready. Dang, this is harder than I expected. I knew this was going to be harder than I expected. Collect a sample of that blood on the bottle handle like a pro chicken. Let's send it to Lars before the MGB compromises our investigation. Alrighty. Okay, now this... Okay, 15 hours. Wow, that's going to be insane. As always. Snowman. Did not even notice the snowman was even part of the blue. What is that? You found a dirty napkin. Well, I guess we have nothing to lose. We need to wrap up this investigation before the MGB jeopardizes our entire network. Let's get the napkin to Lars quick. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in 15 hours. This is Galaxy Nail 2026. We're out. Alright folks, we are back. Let's go and get the results from the blood. Try to exact the killer's blood from your victim's blood on the bottle was a bloody nightmare, Jacob. So the dry blood on the murder weapon was a mixture of the victim's and killer's blood? It sure was. Obviously, it had enough time to do a full DNA profile on the killer's blood. I can tell you that your killer has red hair. Great work, Lars. That narrows the list of suspects down. Let's keep an eye out for this red-haired killer, Jacob. So it's either going to be Natasha Romanova or Liam Hall. Alrighty, napkin time. Dude, what can you tell us about the napkin Jacob sent you? Well, the stain was beef stanko, which proves it belongs to your killer, but I don't know if you noticed that the pattern of the stain was broken by an object placed in front of it. I took the outline of the shape and ran through the database. I took a few hours, but I managed to figure out exactly what left the outline in the stain. Don't keep us waiting, bro. What was it? The shape was made by a coin necklace. So we know that the killer is wearing a coin necklace. They won't have much use for coins when they're going, Jacob. Okay. This is it, Jacob. You got all the evidence to arrest Daria Chernova's killer. Let's do this. Sorry if you hear background noises in the back. Sorry if you hear noises in the background. It's got to be one of the two. Alrighty. She doesn't have a coin necklace, so that rules her out. Liam Hall, the British. I don't even know why he did it. That next time is going to be a clue. But no! Guilty! Liam Hall, you're under arrest for the murder of Daria Chernová. What? That's ridiculous, Archie. Jacob had never heard Daria. I even started reading Tolstoy, so we had to do something to discuss. Speaking of which, we found a copy of War and Peace in the trash covered in Daria's blood. It could have been anyone's book. There's no proof it's mine. Sergeant Jacob also found your napkin covered in bee sting guff, except for a perfect circle which matches the coin necklace you were wearing. So what? Eating beef sting guff isn't a crime. Also, how do you explain the blood on the handle of the broken Buddha cup bottle you used to stab Daria? Oh god, I really did kill her, didn't I? We went out for dinner the night Daria was killed. I was taking advantage of the alcohol flowing and we both got drunk. I just remember us walking through Red Square when we started arguing. Daria kept pressuring me to do a favor for her, you see. Well, we don't need to hear about your favors, Liam. You don't get it. It wasn't sexual. Just wanted me to drop off a briefcase for her. I don't know what I contained, but I'm not stupid. I knew she couldn't have been up to any good. I left the UK to escape all the trouble I got into there. I didn't want to do the same here. But then I blacked out. I woke up in bed the next morning with no memory of what happened after the argument and a nasty cut on my hand. Well, you better hope the judge cuts you a lenient sentence because you're under arrest for Daria's murder. Liam Hall, you stand accused of carrying Daria Charanova. How do you plead? Guilty, Your Honor, but it was a terrible accident. I just lost my temper. I wouldn't have killed one of my best clients on purpose. You're lying. Oh, yes. I see it says here that you've been working as an escort. If you don't mind me asking, how much does one make in that line of work? I sometimes wonder if it's not too late for a career change. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Given that the murder was not premeditated, the International Court hereby sentenced you to 5 years in prison. Well, I guess my service might come in useful in there. Congratulations on putting Liam Hall behind bars, Jacob. We still need to figure out whether or not your victim has actually succeeded in leaking air of Cosmos' information. It won't be easy given that Natasha has refused to tell us what information Daria has access to, but if anyone can see it, I'm sure it's you, Jacob. Oh, wow. 5 years sentence? That actually has to be the least amount for anybody. But we'll go ahead to Darkness Descends 1 soon. This is Galaxy Now 2026. Over and out.